Ask someone to picture a security camera, and odds are they're picturing a bullet. It's the most recognizable camera in the industry, and one of the most commonly misapplied. It's brilliant at one thing: reach. And that's exactly why it ends up in the wrong places. Let's get it right. I'm Marty. I spec surveillance for a living. 4 things: where bullets win when they're the wrong tool, the night problem that quietly ruins them, and the specs and placement that separate a clean install from an expensive disappointment. Bullet cameras are commonly selected for longer directional views because they are frequently paired with longer focal lengths, larger optics, and more powerful IR illuminators. The larger housing often accommodates those longer lenses, bigger IR arrays, and better thermal management. So a bullet reaches down a fence line, across a lot, or along a building face. Ground a discrete dome was never meant to cover. And there's a job people underrate: deterrence. A bullet is obvious. Someone sizing up your building sees that barrel aimed at the approach and thinks twice. Sometimes the goal isn't just recording an incident, it's preventing one. So when is it the wrong call? Indoors, in a lobby, or on a retail floor where you want the camera to disappear? That's a dome. When you need to watch a wide area all at once? That's a multisensor, not a row of bullets fighting for angles. A bullet is a rifle, not a floodlight. Aim it at a job that needs coverage, and you'll buy 3 to do what one of the right camera would have done. Here's what wrecks more bullet installs than any spec on the box. And like the dome, it's almost never the camera's fault. At night, that built-in IR is powerful, and it reflects. Mounted under an eave or too close to a wall, and the infrared bounces straight back into the lens. Soffits, gutters, light-colored walls, signs, even chain-link fencing. Anything reflective throws that IR right back, and the whole image blooms into white haze. You've blinded your own camera. Worse, insects and spiders are drawn to the IR glow. They nest on the shroud and string webs across the lens. Now every gust of wind triggers an alert. The camera isn't detecting an intruder, it's detecting a spider 6 inches away. And every web is a smear across your footage. The fixes are all placement and upkeep. Mount away from reflective surfaces, extend the sun shroud, throw the IR into open space, and put it on a cleaning schedule. On specs, start with reach, and be honest about it. IR range tells you how far the light reaches. It does not tell you how far you'll recognize a face or read a license plate. Those are completely different numbers. Reach comes from the lens, not the barrel. Focal length, optics, the sensor, and pixel density. A very focal bullet lets you dial in the exact reach a scene needs, instead of guessing at the counter. Outdoors, spec IP66 and IK10, and add wide dynamic range anywhere the camera faces strong backlight. Sunrise, sunset, a loading door, storefront glass, or oncoming headlights. A bullet staring into bright light is blind at the worst possible moment. And mount it like it matters, just solid, low vibration, aimed with intent. A bullet is easy to knock out of alignment. One bump, and it's watching the sky. Lock the aim, and mount for the evidence you need. If identification matters, the camera has to see faces, not the tops of heads. When you're not sure, fall back on the 5 questions that outlast every spec sheet. What outcome do you need? What are the lighting conditions? How far away is the target? What level of detail do you need? And what environment are you protecting? Answer those honestly, and the right camera, bullet or not, picks itself. The bullet is a specialist. Unmatched reach, a visible deterrent, built for the perimeter. Use it there, and it's the best tool on the wall. Weighing it against a dome, turret, PTZ, or multisensor, our buying guides and comparison tools will get you to the right one, or send us your layout and we'll look at it with you. Links are below, because the best bullet camera isn't the one with the longest spec sheet, it's the one that's solving the right problem. I'm Marty. Build something that actually works.